bid to join with us.
Macbeth.
He needs not our mistress, since he delivers our office and what we have to do to the direction just.
Then stand with us, though with glamorous, with some strikes of day, now spur and late travel appear, to gain the timely and near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark! I hear horses.
Give us light there, ho.
Then 'tis he the rest, that are within the note of the expectation, already are I the court.
His horses go about.
Almost a mile, but he does usually. So all men do. From hence to the palace gate, make it their walk.
A light, a light.
'Tis he.
Stand to it.
It will be rain tonight.
Let it come down. Then they upon Banquo.
Oh, treachery! Okay.
Who did strike out the light?
What's not the way?
There's but one down. The sun is fled.
He have lost best half of our affair.
Well, let's away and say much is done.
You know your own degrees. Sit down. At first and last, the hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks they are welcome.
See, they encounter thee with their hearts' thanks. Both sides are even. Here I'll sit in the midst. Be large in mirth. Anon, we'll drink a measure. The table round. There's blood upon thy face.
'Tis Banquo then.
'Tis better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut, and I did it for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats. Yet he's good. That did the like for Fleance. If thou didst, thou art the nonpareil.
Most royal sir, Fleance is escaped.
Then comes my fit again. I had else been perfect, whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad and general as the casing air. But now I am cabined, cribbed, confined, bound in the saucy depths, and fears. But Banquo's safe?
Aye, my good lord, safe in the ditch he bides, with 20 gashes on his head, the least a death to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies. The worm that's fled hath nature that in time will venom breed. No teeth for the present. Get thee gone. Tomorrow we'll hear ourselves again.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is sold. That is not often vouched. While 'tis a making, 'tis given with welcome. To feed we're best at home. From hence the sauce to meat is ceremony. Meeting were bare without it.
Sweet remembrancer. Now good digestion wait on appetite, and health on both.
May please your highness sit.
Here had we now our country's honor roofed, with the graced person of our Banquo present, who may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance. His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please, dear highness, to grace us with your royal company. The table's full.
Here's a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What's that moves your highness?
Which of you have done this? Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake the glory locks at me. Gentlemen, rise. His highness is well.
Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. Pray you, keep seat. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought, he will again be well. If much you know him, you shall offend him and extend his passion. Feed and regard him not. Are you a man?
Aye, and a bold one, that dares look on that which might appall the devil.
O proper stuff, this is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Oh, these flaws and starts, impostures to true fear. Would well become a woman's story at a winter fire, authorized by her grandam. Shame itself. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but on a stool.
Prithee, see there, behold, look, look. How say you? Why, what care I? If thou canst not, speak too. If Shawano houses and our graves must send those that we bury back, our monuments shall be the mauls of kites.
What quite unmanned and folly.
If I stand here, I saw him.
Fie, for shame.
Blood hath been shed ere now, aye, the olden time, ere humane statute purged and gentle will. Aye, and since too, murders have been performed, too terrible for the ear. The time has been that when the brains were out, the man would die, and there an end. But now they rise again, with 20 mortal murders on their crowns, and push us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murder is.
My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing. To those that know me, come, love, and health to all. Then I'll sit down, give me some wine, fill full. I drink to the general, joy of the old table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss, would he were here. To all in him we thirst, and to all. Avaunt, and quit my sight. Let the earth hide thee. Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with.
Think of this, good peers, but as a thing of custom, 'tis no other, only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
What man dare? I dare. Approach thou like the rugged Russian bear, an armed rhinoceros or the Hessian tiger. Take any shape but that, and my firm nerves shall never tremble, or be alive again. And dare me to the desert with thy sword. If trembling I inhabit then, protest me, the baby of a girl. Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence! Why, so being gone, I am man again. Pray you sit still.
You have displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting, with most admired disorder.
Can such things be, and overcome us like a summer's cloud, without our special wonder? You make me strange even to the disposition that I owe, when now I think you can behold such sights, and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks, when mine is blanched with fear. What sights, my lord?
I pray you, speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once, good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once.
Good night, and better health attend His Majesty.
A kind good night to all.
We'll have blood. They say blood will have blood. Stones have been known to move, and trees to speak. Augurs and understood relations have, by maggot pies and choughs and rooks, brought forth the secret man of blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with morning, which is which?
How sayest thou that Macduff denies his person at our great bidding?
Did he send to him, sir?
I hear it, by the way, but I will send. There's not a one of them but in his house. I keep a servant to feed. I will tomorrow, and betimes I will, to the Weird Sisters. More shall they speak, for now I am bent to know. For the worst means the worst. For mine own good, all causes shall give way. I am in blood, stepped in so far that should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as go or strange things I have in head that will to hand, which must be acted ere they may be scanned.
You lack the seasons of all natures. Sleep.
Come, will to sleep. My strange and self-abuse, and the initiate fear that wants hard use. We are yet but young indeed.
My former speeches have but hit your thoughts, which can interpret farther. Only I say, things have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth. Marry, he was dead. And the right valiant Banquo walked too late. Whom you may say, if it please you, Fleance killed, for Fleance fled. Men must not walk too late. Who cannot want the thought how monstrous it was for Malcolm and for Donalbain to kill their gracious father? Damned fact. How it did grieve Macbeth. Did he not straight in pious rage the two delinquents tear that were the slaves of drink and the thralls of sheep? Was not the noble one? And wisely too, for 'twould have angered any heart alive to hear the men deny it. So that I say, he has borne all things well, and I do think that had he Duncan's son under his key, as in't please heaven, he shall not. They should find what 'twere to kill a father, so should Fleance. But peace, for from broad words and cause he failed. He presents at the tyrant's feast, I hear, Macduff lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell where he bestows himself?
The son of Duncan, from whom is triumph, holds the due of birth, lives in England court, and is received of the most poorest Edward with such grace, that the Melvus of fortune nothing keeps from his high respect. Dark Macduff is gone to pray the Holy King upon his aid, to wake northern land and warlike sword, that by the help of these, with him above, the raftley of words we may again give to our tables meat, sleep to our nights, free from our feast and banquets, bloody knives, but faithful homage and receive free honors, all which we pine of for them now. And this report hath and exhort the king, he prepares to some attempt of war.
Sent he to Macduff?
He did, and with a absolute sir, not I. The coldly messenger turns me his back and hums, as who should say, "Your rule," and the truth of clogs me with his answer.
And that well might advise him to a caution to hold what distance his wisdom can provide. Some holy angel fly to the court of England and unfold his message here. He come, that a swift blessing may soon return to this our suffering country, under a hand accursed.
I'll send my praise with him.